yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I know.
Welcome to Street Legend Nation.
What up? Okay, there we go. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. What's going on, man? I'm back in the building. Back in the building like I never left. You dig that? So we here, we in here, we in here, we in here, we in here. How y'all doing? Excuse me, guys. I'm just getting some stuff together real quick. I'm always getting some stuff together, right? But no. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Top of the week, man. Good vibes. Somebody, I definitely misplaced some, like my, my, my whatchamacallit, where I play music and stuff from my phone. I definitely did that. So, let's see. We're gonna talk about something, man, that was brought to my attention. What I think is pretty dope. This part two. Boom. I'm getting my screen set up and stuff. Yeah. I got the what's up? I got the plug. I just don't got the piece for the iPhone. Look, hey, shouts out to money management. If I don't get fussed at by Lee Money at least once a week, right? That's not. It's been part of my norm now. I look forward to getting cussed out or fussed at by Lee Money. He older than me, right? So you always keep me intact. Stop. Yeah. So guys, I'm getting some things together real quick, and I'm just checking out some things. You dig? Hey, good morning, Queen. What's going on? Good morning. Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, you saw the first one. I came back because everybody was like, yo, please go to YouTube. Everybody don't got Facebook. So I did that, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? First thing first, once again, shouts out to Dive, shouts out to the kickback party. Put on for Operation Put the Tone on. Operation Put the Tone on, did the thing, able to start that boy play. Legacy City. Street Legend was in full effect last night. JP Pierre came out representing LA, you feel me, California. He came out there and killed that. That boy Player represent Ace Town, where it go down. You feel me? Of course, the Divine One came and killed that thing. Rock Thomas killed that thing, you know what I'm saying? She set it off. She set it off in that thing, you know what I'm saying? Who else? Robo Play was DJing and the host at the same time. These games they were playing were crazy. Make sure y'all share, like, comment, go to the Street Legend Nation radio page on YouTube. Y'all should see us there. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know what I'm saying? As well, we're getting content. Yeah. The first video cutting up, but yeah. Did y'all know that guy that sings that song, the name of the song is Holding Back the Tears, or Holding Back the Years, is a white guy out of the UK, I think, that sang that song. His name is Simply Red. Yes. Mess me up. Yes. It's a white guy with red hair that sings that song. And he got a bunch of classics that I thought was black. He sang all of them. He's the originator. Shouts out to Simply Red. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to everybody that came out there last night and had fun. You know, like I said, shouts out to AJ Williams, A Star, that boy play. Shouts out to the top tier bottle girl. Shouts out to Garden Hookah. Samar Set Apart came out down there representing boom. It was a lot of people. Chrissy Jamrock was there, you know what I'm saying? She got her own hookah spot as well. You know what I'm saying? You got our own hookah spot and all that good shit. You feel me? Cause you a young boy. He said young boy. And I know, man. I was blown away. Then blown away. That's my song too. I've been listening to the song for years. See who else? Boom, 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 man. It was just everybody. Thanks for everybody coming out there showing me love. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, of course, Radio at the Podcast was there. They came after they had a big interview yesterday with Ryan Davis. Shouts out to them for doing their thing. You know, it was what I was saying. So, yeah, shouts out to the president of the Street Legend. She was there. You know what I'm saying? She made sure I put that in there. Shouts out to, there we go. Web Apparel was in the building. Street Talk Podcast was in the building as well. Definitely. I tried to get him come and do the Django game. He was acting all shy and shit. You know, they don't up me too cool. Who else? I just want to make sure I miss nobody. Well, You Asked Podcast was there. I did say Mr. Mays was there. I did say Samal was there. Boom, boom. We had a lot of tourists in the building. You know what I'm saying? Ava giving shots out to people that was in jail, right? They came up to the phone like, yo, we at this party, we lit, we on. Hey, man, can you give my dog a shout out? You know what I'm saying? Cellmate 9762. You know what I'm saying? You know. So Ava did that. I was like, yo, what? The dude was like, yo, we owning this bitch. I was like, this dude gonna get out and come to this place, we ain't gonna be here. So, you know, but nah, if it made his day, you know what I'm saying? He saw that it was on and popping. So that's all that matters. It was just it was just on and on that way, you know what I'm saying? We was in the building doing our thing, you feel me? We definitely in the building doing our thing, cutting up in the building, like always. Like always. Watch me move. So, Web Apparel Street Talk Podcast Show. Appreciate the love and support as well. Support the event. Yeah, definitely was out there. You know what I'm saying? So, listen. I was telling Prez, we just talking over some things, and I was telling Prez, I was like, yo, I don't have anything to talk about. Then I get this written piece sent to me. You know what I'm saying? This piece is by a quote. I call it St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Lorenz out there too, man. I'm gonna see what Mr. Exhale. Mr. Exhale, that's his name. Mr. Exhale. Shouts out to Lorenz, aka it leads to my next topic. Mr. St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? You can't spell hustle without St. Louis, without STL. Then he said you can't spell street legend without STL either. I was like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? So it's for short, it's gonna be Saint Legend. Saint Legend. You know what I'm saying? Saint Legend Productions. No, just playing. Nah, but shouts out to him, man. Did I say Gardner Hookah already? I said Gardner Hookah already. Just going down the list. Shouts out to Ray Sorrell. You know what I'm saying? Who achieved over 1 million streams, platinum status. You know what I'm saying? Getting his plaque. His plaque is on the way. He's celebrating that as well. That's another one on the wall for the Street Legend Wall of Fame. We done did it again and again. If they're not a four-peak, then what do you call that? I wrote a song. Y'all lucky y'all don't got my damn piece in here because I have, boy, I'm just gonna Bluetooth this motherfucker. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere with it right now, but just wait. Let's wait for it. Wait for it real quick. Since they want to be funny, let me see. Can I just want to be funny? You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, Ray Sorrell. Yup, definitely congratulations. What's this thing, man? How this work? Yes. Yeah, man. Simply Red. Yes, sir. My boy Tyrese. We already got that song that you, Tyrese. I'm gonna put out a track with Tyrese that he put together for us too. Where's this? What happened to? Okay, it should be connected. Let me see. Let me know. Can y'all hear this track right here? Let's see. Let me know if y'all can hear this track right here. It's Bluetooth, so forgive me real quick. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Can I hear this track? And then I'm gonna go into what I was gonna talk about by Jay Morteezy. That's what she wanted to be called, Jay Morteezy. This is how self-reminders and let me see. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that?
Social media make niggas super tough. They wanna flex again. Disrespect a black woman cause he got a Mexican.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong guy, you really wanna try. I don't believe in gravity, nigga, I let it fly. Niggas think they funny talking how they booking in. Tish ain't the only one in the kitchen cooking in. Disrespecting the OG little nigga, I'm in the mix. 51 hit your area, skull trophy predator. Half of your age, and nigga, I'm ahead of ya. Get out your feelings, revealing what's on your mind, bro. Stop hide behind that keyboard, acting like a cyber. Oh, go. Blow the whistle, keep it official. Every day your last one, life is sacrificial. They only show you love cause they know you beneficial. The first time you say no, now it's an issue. Keep it moving, they ain't losing. They sneak dissing cause they miss you. Listen, I know they anticipate anyway. I'm only smiling at you cause I know that you hate.
Apply pressure, keep the same energy. Friends turn to foes, you can die with my enemies.
Pillar talking niggas, you will never see the enemy. Meet me in the streets or keep my jokes in the street. Niggas super tough running their mouth like bitches. Screenshots on social media, nigga that's ditching. Fuck them niggas that with you, street legend or else. That's the life I was dealt, and I would not take disrespect. Niggas best to keep it breezy. If I send my shots, let me see you duck easy. See them face to face, they play victim, then they shot. A Rubik's Cube City, nigga, make me spin the block. Blow the whistle, keep it official. Every day your last one, life is sacrificial. They only show you love cause they know you beneficial. The first time you say no, now it's an issue. Keep it moving, they ain't losing. They sneak dissing cause they miss you. Listen, I know they anticipate anyway. I'm only smiling at you cause I know that you hate it.
Sucker.
Y'all super tough on that internet. Facebook is a coward man platform. But in real life, I'll beat your ass, nigga.
Okay, I just want to share that song.
Oh God.
I just want to share a song with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Something I was working on. It's still in the rough stage. But look, anyway, self-discipline, a self-reminder, love, value, and self-discipline. I'm only smiling at you because I know that you hating. Exactly. Yeah. Self-reminder, love, value, and self-discipline. Okay, check this out. A lot of the time, social media and society will have it where you overlook the little things. You know what I'm saying? Love, somebody that supports you, somebody that protects you, and stuff of that nature, right? Or even sometimes, even myself, I have to be self-reminded, love, value, and discipline because I done built this empire. And I'd be like, I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But it'd be a lot of people that would love to be in my position. You know what I'm saying? And you know, God spread the way and put me in position and allowed me to work to get where I'm at. You know, we forget and take a lot of stuff for granted. You know what I'm saying? We got a young lady from St. Louis, Jay Morteezy. That's where I was in. Jay Morteezy. That's funny. Jay Morteezy out of St. Louis. She wrote this piece, and it makes the story behind it was crazy, right? Not really crazy, but it was just like, oh wow, that's crazy. So it's name of it is called Reminder for Us. So shouts out to Jay Morteezy, representing the Air Force. You know what I'm saying? Representing St. Louis. You know, can't spell hustle without STL. You know what I'm saying? So it says, reminder for us. What you see with everyone else isn't for y'all. Yeah, she country hair. She said, y'all. No, I'm just playing. What you see with everyone else isn't for y'all. If what he does behind closed doors makes you happy, get a tingling feeling, then that's just that. Don't go nitpicking at him for not doing this and that. Whenever you see something you want and it was never a necessity to begin with, he is not everyone else or just any guy. He's your guy. This guy that makes you laugh, smile, be comfortable, happy, etc. He will do just about anything to keep you happy and to keep you most overall. And he's shown it way before he asked you to be his girlfriend. Don't doubt him or overlook him when he's just the one for you. It's too easy to get caught up in this reality that the reality in the game isn't fun, but he's always the one to make you feel like you're on cloud nine, even without sex. So this young lady is like 21 years old and she's talking like this. She must have been raised by her grandparents, right? So in this case, the story behind this story is a group of fly guys came in. She was with her boyfriend. They was, I guess, fly, fine too, whatever her nick was, right? And she wrote that discipline like, yeah, looks are cool, window shopping is cool, but what I have is value, right? So let me put it in the metaphor. Let's just take it out that basic. I see the self-discipline when she had to, I ain't gonna say she had to check herself, but she wrote that piece as a reminder of checking herself and be like, look, this is in front of me, right? And this is all the things I need that makes me happy and all in this person, right? And so a lot of us get beside ourselves and do that. You know, we'll have somebody that's there and that completes everything and we take it for granted. And then you don't realize how hard they ride for you until you see them riding for somebody else. And you don't know how important those looks that you get from that person until she or he's looking at somebody else the way they used to look at you. And so that's why you have to self-remind yourself, love, value, and self-discipline, because it's easy to go after what the eyes can see that looks better, that feels better, or whatever, right? And so you have to have that discipline because social media force feeds you what is right and wrong all the time. Society try to make the standards for what is right and wrong all the time. Society, social media, and these outside sources always telling you what love should look like and what is love. What's the bar, the balance, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it just plays such a role in influencing people to overlook what they have right in front of them or right in their nose. See, with truth, some people fall for the temptation and forget that their person been there through it all with them. Exactly. A lot of times when you get with the new person, I said it in one of the songs, by the time you get with a new person, they got to polish you because the person that had the rugged, jagged edge you helped polish you for that person to, you know what I'm saying, to enjoy whatever, right? But, you know, even things that shine need to be repolished again over, you know, in time, jewelry, whatever. And the same thing applies to relationships, business, reinventing yourself in these different things and that different nature and that different caliber that you have to go and shine that up, reinvent and rejuvenate those different things. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Jay Morteezy or Morton for that piece that she shared. So that's dope that she wrote that and it really gave me substance or whatever to talk on today. So a lot of the time, and it's crazy because, you know, even on the flip side of that, right, we're more in writing that piece. The other person on the other side, when you're telling yourself, you could be that person that's like, I got this good thing, I got this great thing, right? Boom, boom, boom. But on the flip side, you are the person that's giving all these different things, and the person don't know how to accept love. It's like running up a steep hill and sliding back down. A person don't know what love feels like, or when they starting to feel love and they starting to feel that feeling, when they starting to, you know, it scares them, they shell back up and they'll find a reason to sabotage it. Right? They'll self-sabotage or they'll do something to sabotage it. You know, and then the crazy part about it, if you watch movies and shit like that, they kind of them beautiful romances and shit. And then it's beautiful for them to be like, oh, she's so afraid of love, that's why she mistreat him. No, in real life, fuck it then. I'll give it to somebody else. What the fuck you talking about? Talking about it was a beautiful thing. And he kept fighting and they kept, whatever. We ain't getting no younger, we might as well kick it. Whatever the fuck Jagged Edge said, right? But in truth of the matter is, what I'm saying is, you gotta be self-disciplined and know what you have. Most people can own cars. You know, they can own cars. They can own. They can own. You got a Honda, but you got a Honda or an old Lexus or an old truck, and you own your truck. Because ownership is the only ship you should be traveling on, right? That's how you cruising. You know what I'm saying? But you will go from ownership, trade your car in to get a car payment. Why would you help society keep you down? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, man? How's it going? Ill, utterly. I'm going gay. I'm going great, man. I'm going great. San Antonio, and yeah, man. The first radio station to ever play all Street Legion music like for 24 hours, 48 hours straight. Love it. You know what I'm saying? Going great, going great. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about these different things, such as self-reminder, self-value, that doesn't only go for love, relationships, right? That goes into like life. Like if you already have certain things, just remember, like, it's okay to treat yourself now. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to treat yourself. Treat yourself when you have it to treat yourself, though. Don't treat yourself before being in debt. You know what I'm saying? Get comfortable and then treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get comfortable, then treat yourself. Don't treat yourself while being uncomfortable because you don't have a surplus. So surplus would be like you got all your cars paid off and you want some upgrade. You got a car you can trade in and do that, and you want to trade in the car, you can, but don't be starting off. You don't got no car notes. You know something? Got like insurance, and you go from no car note to a $300 to $500 debt for the next 5 years for something that depreciating. You know what I'm saying? I think I said that right? Maybe not, but you get the point. So you have to be like comfortable. You know, even with myself, just turning another new year for myself, right? And people like my age, you should have a house by now. You should have this by now. You should have that. I have myself on a plan and regimen, right? Where by 40, I want to have land in my house. But everything between that time, I ain't gonna say it was derailed by the military, but I spent a decade of my life fighting for the country. So my 20s, I had to go and do in my 30s. Not the partying, not going out. And it's not that I missed any of that. I missed any of that. It was at 30, I had to sink or drown, and I didn't have time to, do anything. So I had to catch up, work hard to get where I'm at, less than 10 years. So I got here at 30 years old, right? And so at 30, I just worked, and I hit the Street Legion goal for the business, open the studio, open the business within that time frame, right? And so during that time frame, it's here. So then the next, and a lot of people look at it, you don't own no house, you don't own this, but I don't have no car payments. I don't have any extra bills besides my regular stuff. I have nothing besides my regular stuff. And then money that goes into the business. So if I look at it, and I have to remind myself that you know what I'm saying? So if I just take everything away from Street Legion, the podcast, the radio station, the TV network, drop all the artists and just go back to the core of Street Legion and with just a recording studio, I'll be perfectly fine with that. Because that's what it started off as anyway. And truthfully, God sent people to help me expand. And I didn't even realize I was expanding. I just happened to look up. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to see. You don't let social media and people talk you into bills they are not going to pay. Facts. Big facts. It's just like, when y'all gonna have a baby? Shit, you gonna pay for the raise this little mother? No, so shut up. I felt the army held me back getting out. Getting out. Most of my friends out of college have a house, car, and family. Yeah, I felt that way at first. I really felt like I lost a lot of stuff, and because of the army, right? You know, but in the meantime, though, like, right? If I would have stayed, like, it taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, by the time I met you, I was like almost at the tail end of my career, right? It was El Paso and then Germany area, right? So, you know, it's a lot of great things with the military and stuff, and I salute everybody that served their country. It's only 1%, but you know, you gotta look at it like this. This is why I looked at it. A lot of my people are still doing the same thing. A lot of you know, I used to hear, don't go, I'm just being straight blunt with y'all, straightforward. Don't go into the army. It's a white man's war. You fight a white man's war. You doing this, you doing that. But at the same time, it coming from people that dying over neighborhoods that they don't even own. They're dying over land, domestic land, blocks, area codes, neighborhoods that they don't even own. That they, sooner or later, you go back now and they done gentrified everything, the same neighborhood that you rep to the fullest. You know, and you don't have no shares in it, no land owners, no nothing over there. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's a two-headed sword, however way you look at it. But you know, if I'm gonna live to die, I'd rather live for something than die for nothing. And I die owning some things. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, ownership is the only ship I'm cruising on. So when it comes to these different type of things, and when you're dealing with these things, you gotta put things in perspective for yourself. Like I had to. Once I got out of the military, I know that people like, you know, it's hard out there. Yes, it was very complex for me. It was very hard. I was going through a divorce. We was living in a hospital together while going through a divorce. It was just a lot of, and it was just a lot going through that, right? And so then going up and being homeless. And then I lost, this part I don't tell nobody. I had so much stuff like custom made living room sets. Anybody who met me before when I first moved out here, I moved into I was living in shirts, and you know the money was running low. I was paying 2 rents, living with my uncle, and then having a place for the baby and her mom. So that alone, and then I learned about property taxes on cars and stuff of that nature as well, right? The property taxes on cars coming from Germany with my BMW. That's why I don't drive foreign cars no more, right? From Germany to BMW, it was $18,000 in fucking taxes. And like nobody taught me that with the financial literacy of transporting cars from overseas to here. I was like, oh my God. Like, so that happened. Cause I'm living by society rules and being on top of my game, right? And so being at the bottom, looking up and looking at everything you had to do to get, I just had the will to survive. I'm just a gladiator and I'm a warrior when it comes to life survival. Like I'm just a warrior with this shit. And that's not me bragging. It just, I got the scars, I got the losses, I got it all, right? When it comes to fighting and surviving in life and manifesting your dreams. I have the war wounds, I have the heartbreaks, I have the letdowns, I have the testimonies, I have the tests. You can't testify until you testify. You know what I'm saying? I got the burns. I got it. And picture, I'm telling you all this. So, you know, had the house, had everything, exclusive everything. I had exclusive shoes. Anybody that can tell you from El Paso, I had shoes that weren't even in America yet. Custom flight J's and these different type of things, right? And I lost it all. I lost everything, man. I lost everything. Everything. I lost everything. You know, Lazari was one of the first personnel I met when I came here. She'll tell you, my stuff was laid, and my car when it got my car with me because I didn't have move around and stuff. I had it, and just like that, shit was gone. Was gone, and it was like, yo, what the fuck you gonna do? So I got back in survival mode as a man. So the reason why I say that, right? And I'm more happier now than I ever been. And I say it's funny that I say that because that's including with the mental health fights and the depression and everything of that nature. Even that's included everything. But check this out. I look at other people and I be like, damn, they got it going on, or damn, look at this, look at that, look at this. And I had to self-remind myself. I had to do a self-reminder. I had to do a self-check. I had to look at the value of me, look at the value of everything I built. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I ain't knocking nobody's podcast and nobody when I say this, okay? Because thank God for people that got other spaces people can use. But I don't have to go to nobody else's place to do my stuff. I don't have to go to nobody else's stuff to record. I don't have to go do this. I don't have to do that. I can sleep right here in my studio if I choose to. You know what I'm saying? And I say that's not bragging. I have to remind myself that because sometimes I let people get me out my element like I'm not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? Or I want to be like so deaf, or I want to be like this, and I want to be like that, and I want to be like this. I want these type of clients. But I gotta remember where I'm put here first. For my thing is to give people, I'm that letter for people to do better. I guess their blueprint to elevate, to let them know it could be done. You know what I'm saying? Do I like it? Hell no. Listen, I'm not finna say it. My uncle, he on here, and I hope he don't feel disrespected, right? But listen. All that you a letter for somebody else to do better shit, I ain't with that. I don't agree with that. I don't like it. Like some shit you get into, you don't got nothing to do with you. But later on in life, you got to explain to somebody else that you went through that before. You like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy, right? Shit crazy. But I don't like that. It don't feel good. Growing pains hurt. When you being stressed out, the shit hurt. But in the meantime, while you got that, you have to embrace yourself. You have to embrace what's around you that is beneficial for you. You can't look at other people and be like, I should have been a lot further along, but yet and still you got your own house, you got your own car, you got your own money, your kids ain't fucking up, you taking care of your family. And while people around you, for every one success stories, there's 100 to thousands of woulda, shoulda, coulda failures, right? And so this just a reminder, even with where Morton put together, Jay Morteezy put together, right? That's just a reminder, even though she was talking from a standpoint of a woman, you know, seeing a group of guys or seeing some fine guys or whatever to her boyfriend, right? And realizing like, I got everything I need right here. That shit just fly by night. I think that's super dope to self-check yourself like that. And that's what we need to do in life for ourselves. It's like sometimes we'll have a team or we'll have a teammate and, you know, we don't even play team ball. We go through everything because you think a person's a mind reader, but just embrace that love, happiness, joy. Embrace the good days and bad days. That's what helps build character. You know what I'm saying? Reading over here. Losing everything sucks. It happened to me getting out the army, and when we had a house fire and I lost everything again, starting all over, definitely keep me humble. Hell yeah. Y'all think a hustler is a person that never lost it. I didn't had everything. You know what I'm saying? I done had everything. Like, I had to find this car when I was in El Paso. Everywhere I've been, I always had to find this of everything. But with my character, like, nobody can tell me nothing because once I lost everything, I went back and got double. You know what I'm saying? And I got smarter, right? I'm telling you how I got smarter. So when I had everything, right? After me losing everything that I have, I own now. I owned everything then. Whoever auctioned off that storage with my stuff in there at that place off of 3009, y'all came up. I know y'all came up. I know for a fact y'all came up. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? It got to the point, I'm not gonna call this artist's name out, but it got to a point, it's not a diss either. It got to a point where when a matter of fact, here we go, this is my second devastation loss. In 2018, April 26th, I opened the studio up. Prezi fronted me the money to open my studio up. Because I didn't have the money. Swear to God. Prezi fronted me the money to open the studio up. I got the building. Got inside of this motherfucker. We getting it rolling. October probably 18th, that same year, they came and evicted us out the building. Evict us out the building. I'm not gonna go into details why. That didn't have anything to do with me though. So they evict us out the window. this other, this artist and this white lady said we're gonna do all this stuff, right? They pretty much stole my shit and went into another studio and put their stuff up on Brimstone out there, right? And then set it up where when it was time for me to move in and whatever, and they set it up where I pretty much they just stole everything. I couldn't get inside of the studio. Street Legend was not gonna be able to be over there. So here we go. I lost my spot here. The guy sold everything. They stole everything, and boom, I'm gone. I go to the show with Chico Bean and Carlos was here, and regardless of what people say about Nika or whatever they think or assume, right? Nika, I went to Nika and I'm like, hey, you still got the studio over there in your place? She said, yeah. So Street Legend went over to the east side. Keep in mind, I lost my home. This is my home. And so this is so metaphysical, metaphor. So I lost my first home. We were talking about shirts, right? When I was in church. And then when I finally get on my feet, boom, I come here and build and establish a home. Here in my home again. And once again, I walked into a place that was already set up for me. In my eyes. If you go back and look at the Facebook stuff, you'll see the studio how it was in 2018. So I lose everything, boom. So I'm on the east side, I'm on South Hatbury. I was so depressed. I was super depressed. But I made shit happen out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to keep in mind, before I had a studio, right? Before I had a studio, I was going to people's houses recording. So Thomas Bryant was the first album that I recorded completely in his man cave and in my apartment at the time. And he debuted number 69 on the iTunes charts. If I knew how to get the iTunes charts award, I'm going to go back and find out. I'm going to get that award. So that's without a studio. That's me traveling. I'm just giving y'all a rundown. And so then I get here. And so when I lost the place, I was hurt. And I remember T. Brown was like, hey, don't worry about it. You produced a hot album that debuted on the charts with nothing but a laptop, portable monitors, and stuff of that nature. I was like, yeah, but it still hurt. So the mobile backpack recording hits, according to T. Brown. Please don't let T. Brown tell that story. This stuff hurts. I hate it. Just remind me of that. Yeah, the We Win album. Shouts out to Legacy Tracks. And the April Love, John Ryan, and the people that was a part of that. John Ryan album was done mobilely. I was setting up at his house, and John Ryan never been to the studio where I'm in now and stuff of that nature because I didn't have everything then. So we talking Shemaya, Franklin album, The Rescue Me was done mobile. John Ryan, Daybreak was done mobile. Daybreak is one of my favorite albums that I ever produced. Half of Danielle Hamilton album was produced mobile. Half of Tyler Stark's album was done mobile. Pretty much that year we did the Life Jennings concert. 99% of those people they had albums out that year. I had singles out that year was done mobile. I didn't have a building, and then they came and finished it up once I got into the building. But the point is, I was reminded that I didn't have a building to record in, no acoustics or anything. I just had to buy an acoustic isolator, microphone. So it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I get the building 2018 on my birthday. Boom! I met Bentley. I announced at Bentley's on the night that me and Avar we used to host at Bentley. I announced it. We boom! We're doing this. Street Legend Studios is now open, 2018. October 2018, we lost this building. I moved around. I spent a year on South Hackberry on the east side. You know what I'm saying? That's when I met Lil Aubrey in there. I met a lot of people. So I just kept working. I met Dia. I met K-Bell, produced K-Bell album off South Hackberry, who's doing her thing and her numbers right now. So I'm expecting a plaque from her at any moment. You know what I'm saying? So these people, Devin James album was done on either east side, the Devin James Experience, which is now over 1 million streams as well. Ray Sorrell first comedy album, Bubble Guts and Make You Pray, was done over there on the east side as well. So I had to keep going. I gotta manifest this and I like, but I'm still homesick. And so one day, I came up, we was going to an event, I think with Angie, Hefe, they had an event at a park, and we got lost or something. So I came this way and parked in the parking lot, and was like, Hefe Jones album was done on the east side, just thinking about that. So here we go. We going, and we come here, we come in the parking lot, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy this building. I'm gonna get the VA to pay for this fucking building. Excuse my language, right? And the building was already taken over, right? Somebody already had it, a new landlord and stuff of that nature. So the guy fought for us to get the studio back so much. I mean, they had doctors who were like, I'll pay you this much amount for that space. Rest in peace to Robert. Robert passed away not too long ago. The guy that fought for us, he really believed in us. He was like, I showed him some of the old pictures and stuff from when Marissa was recording her show. It's funny, recording her TV show, and it's crazy. I look back at everything God was showing me before I was actually doing it. So we was recording TV shows and talk shows in here. We was doing music soundtrack. It was just so much that was manifesting in there. So years later, here we go, TV network, radio stations, and Elder James Lockhart is the reason why the studio got brought to my attention anyway. Without Elder James Lockhart, there wouldn't be no Street Legend location. The Street Legend got paperwork on it in El Paso, then came back and got an LLC in San Antonio once it became my permanent residence, right? So here we go. And so here we go. We doing that. So what I had to learn was, I said it to say this. So here we are in present day, podcast, TV networks, radio station. And if you walk this journey with me, you look back, you be like, damn, that was a long time ago. I was homeless doing shows. I was recording people's stuff out of backpacks. I was at the radio station, working in the radio station. Went from the Rima Gospel Express, which I was mad at him because he didn't invite me to the award show that we won a reward for. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So but I'm still grateful that he gave me the opportunity to be on a radio station, and and it's the thing. Nobody taught me how to work boards. Let me get here in Texas. Let me clear this up. Nobody taught me how to work boards and sounds. When I was at Pastor Wayne Babb's church back in Phoenix City, Alabama, Love Life with my mom and all them, they taught us how to work sound. We used to be on his sound team. The TV show, he was on Fox. He had a show like one of the biggest churches and one on the Fox. So when it came to sound, mixing board, live sound, stuff of that nature, running sound from camera to board, I was doing that stuff at 11, at like 10, 11, 12. I was a sound engineer before I was a teenager. So I just, so it's like God already had my patterns walking where I wanted to be and where I wanted to go and different things of that nature. So can't nobody here take credit for nothing of that nature. And if anything, because a lot of people would have listened to me back then, they would have had they would still be around right now with just certain things. You know what I'm saying? So even now, like just applying pressure with different things. So I just wanted to make sure that was homegrown before I got here. But what I didn't have, it was the scars and fights of life at that time. And so when I get to a point where I'm like, oh man, I have to self-remind myself, like, bro, don't forget where you came from. Look back at 30-year-old Cedric. Look at 25-year-old Cedric. Look at 22-year-old Cedric. You wasn't rocking like that. You didn't know how you was gonna get here, and you were here. You made it. You're successful. You dreamed of your own studio, your own record label, your own company. You didn't say you wanted to be on BET. You never said you wanted to be signed to Def Jam. You never said you wanted to be this and that. You wanted to know the game. You wanted to be independent. You wanted to bring plaques home without a record label. You didn't did everything that you said you wanted to do. Why the fuck you window shopping at somebody else's stuff that's not yours? You done did everything that they want. They only look like they doing it, and you got the substance that you can touch. Why? You got the shoes, the shirts, your logo is everywhere. You're doing, you own this stuff. It's own. Why trade it in to be in debt? Why give somebody else the pen to sign your name? Why give somebody else the pen to write your story? Won't you love, value, and have discipline and take care of what you build and what you have and what you was given? That's from your business to love to whatever. And then when you lose it, you like that old guy that used to be, I used to be the man in high school with the football. You just talk about what you could have, would have done. So listen, make sure you do some self-reminders, some self-checks. Love, value, and self-discipline. Don't let social media and society dictate the standard for whatever, because it's not universal. We in a nation. Hey, what's up, Smooth? My brother Jarrell in the building. Yet. My brother Jarrell in the building. You know what I'm saying? So the bottom line is, at the end of the day, don't let society tell you what you can, what's value and what's not. It's my brother Smooth on here, so I'm gonna play his song on my way out here. And if you got real friends, make sure you keep your real friends close. Because everybody, when you live a life like mine and you isolate it and you keep it real and you honest, your circle is very small. Because everybody can't take discipline from their friends. So look, if you my nigga, you my nigga then. There ain't no in between, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna rock out to that, then Legacy City gonna sign off. You did that. Bad News featuring Legacy City. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's dedicated to all the real ones.
If you my nigga then. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. You my nigga then. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. You my nigga then. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. You my nigga then. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. You my partner, better make it known now. Cause next time this year, whole clique gon' be on Chrome now. Niggas on the iron, pussy or something. Heard you paying for the pussy shit, I fuck her for nothing. If you my nigga, then you know a nigga got you. Can't no bitch come between us, motherfucker, cause we pop. I rock Robins, my niggas rock Robins. I'm solid as it come, better go and that's my partner. That big rim shit, I did that shit way back. Say you heard of bad news, then I know you know hat. I drop money orders, make sure we eat. When the judge said 20, man, I fell to my knees. Problem child, I got you, little nigga. Just hold your head and your girl, you know I got that little nigga. I'm in the bottom of the boot right now, and I'm thugging. Drinking high tech, hold up, bitch, I love. If you my nigga then. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. Nigga, you my nigga then. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. You my nigga then. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. My nigga, you my nigga then. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between.
Bad news for you hater. Legacy getting paper. Westside Papa's brain. You can tell the way the chain swing. My dog, that's all I got. I send a bullet through the phone cause I'm calling the shot. I pray to God on my knees, protect me from me. Being neat, legacy, that's the new remedy. Loyalty, scenery, my new enemy. Yeah, I'm swagger from the Genesis, swagging on my nemesis. They still popping pills and they like they nemesis. You can't copy respect, so no need to try to mimic this. Bottom of the map, where the hood is a strap. Extended clip, hanging from the bottom of the strap. Keep your hands to yourself, don't need to be giving me doubt. Bad news, Legacy City, the game is a rap. On talk, on phone, too lame for giving it tap. Same people saying they like you, be the one that gets you clapped.
If you my nigga then.
It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between.
You my nigga then.
It ain't no in between. It ain't no in between. You dig that? So just today's show, man, dedicated to everybody. I hope y'all like, purposely walking your purpose on purpose. Therefore, your success is not an accident. You feel me? Hey, man, I love y'all guys, man. Thank you for rocking out with us. Join me tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Because Battle of the Sexes, we be back in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Hit my inbox. I got you. Battle of the Sexes be in this thing, man. So, yeah. I got a clients lined up outside, guys. I gotta go.